Hey, what's up you guys? I have another game here. This one is between me, I'm playing black, against an 8K who's playing white. His name's Morlam. I chose this game because it was an intense game for me. There's a lot of fighting and like I had to do a lot of deep reading and stuff like that. So it was a difficult game. So I wanted to do a commentary for it. I'm going to try and do more of these post-game commentaries because I feel they're better than the live commentaries. And I also found a place to do, I found a place to get the pro games in the SGF file so I can record them like this. So I'll get a couple of those, and I'm also trying to work out this whole part 1, part 2 thing, because the way it worked before was I would just record for an entire game, and then at the end I would just cut the video into 3 different pieces and then upload that. But the problem with that is I'll get cut off mid-sentence at the end of the videos. So I'm going to try and make more clean transitions, and so I'll announce the end of part 1 and the beginning of part 2. So I'm going to try and do that, and yeah, so let's get started. We play an opening. Now playing diagonal like this isn't very standard. A lot of people don't like to do that, but I was trying to do this. This diagonal opening I got from Go Sagan, which, if you don't know, he's one of the top players in history. He's a Go genius. And back in I want to say that it was the 1930s, the new opening variations were being developed, and this is one of the variations he came up with, and he was this seems very strong, I don't know why people don't use it. So I wanted to see what he was talking about, so I tried using it. So he approaches, I extend. This move right here was caught me off guard. Most people don't play that, a 2-space jump like that. So that was a little weird. So I decided to pincer, maybe eventually trying to cut off this white stone right here. He pincers again. I jump, he jumps, and now I cut off that white stone. Pretty standard play right there. So now at the end of this, I've taken the corner and I've taken that white stone, but he has this giant wall here, and it's the wall towards the middle, which isn't good for me. Normally this would be a good position for him, but since I played this black stone earlier, this stone's really helpful for influence over the middle. Now I can just, any group that goes along the side of the board, I can just run up and connect to that stone. And the fact that I have this stone here is also it kind of weakens White's wall because I can use it to attack him later. So I'm not too worried about that. Plus I have Sente right now, so I think overall it was a pretty good exchange for me. So right here, again, I'm trying to capitalize on this middle stone, and my eventual goal is to have these 3 stones get connected. That would be a very large territory, and that's when I play this kind of opening. That's what I'm aiming at, is getting 3 stones in the shape to connect. He pincers, which already kind of foils my plans. So I was trying to think of a way to deal with that. So I just played the standard move, and he jumped, and then I'm thinking, well, let me just jump again. And since he continued to jump from the right side, I'm thinking I can just try and pincer off this stone and then capture it, and if I kill it, then it doesn't even matter that it was there in the first place. So I attack his corner, and now I pincer this stone. A standard pincer, I guess, would be to play not right there, right here. But I thought about that, and if White jumps, I have to jump. White jumps again, and now these stones are sandwiched in between the two white groups, and so I didn't really want that. So I played this move, and now if White plays sideways, I can play on top, and he'll try and run up, and now I can build a wall towards the middle, and at the same time I'm still able to connect to these stones over here. So in the game, White plays up, and that was a little bit more difficult to deal with. So I let him run up, and I just try and cut him off. But now this shape isn't good for me, and I'm just trying to get out. And that, like, again, like these stones right here are very weak right now. It's gonna be like I'm trying to, at the same time, I'm trying to save these stones, but I'm also trying to kill the white group right here. So, you know, that's very difficult to do. I thought I could get him here, but he plays this Atari, which kind of like threw me off, and he connects there. So now these, I didn't expect him to play sideways. I thought he would play something like in this area to try and like make life, but he didn't do that. So I had to run this way to save myself, and I can tell by this move that he thought he could kill these stones, but I had already read through it and I knew he wouldn't be able to. So I played it out, and now I make life, because if white tries to come in here, I just play here, white tries to come in, and I block, and that's life. So I knew I was good. Now the problem is he has a giant white wall right here, and that's, so my only way to deal with that is to play somewhere in this area and try and create a territory right here with my black stones. That's the only way I can really combat that. And at the same time, like right now, what I'm thinking of trying to do is to play over here and kill this white group. But I read through it, and I could try an Atari right here, but then white would just play the Ko, and then like I don't think I would live. So what I try to do is make this top black group stronger by extending it up. But once white takes that Ko, he beat me to it, and the only way to kill this white group now is to make it the Ko threat that would make him respond, and then take the Ko back. But the problem with that is I couldn't think of anything strong enough, because his white group up top up here is pretty strong. I couldn't think of anything big enough right here. Like, I couldn't think of any variations, because that looks weak. I just couldn't think of anything, because my black stones here are pretty weak too. And my other thought was I was going to play something like this, and basically my threat is to make this whole area my territory, and also to connect to this black stone. But I don't think he would read through that. Like, I thought about it, and then I was like, well, I don't think he would respond to that, because it's not really like something like dire where he immediately needs to respond. So after white plays that, they're pretty much alive. Let's play through it, and I realize right here that I can still kill it, because this eye is a false eye if I take the Ko, because these white stones are killable. So I play that, he plays there, and he comes back. So I threaten to take these white stones as a Ko threat. He responds, and I realize, well, I really can't take these white stones, so I'm going to do that. And then it became a little bit more complicated than I thought. I misread a little, but I still think I can do it. So I play this out. Now these stones are in trouble. This is a very bad shape, and I need a way to get out. So I Atari with this stone, just so I can Atari here and try and escape. So well, that's it for part 1. I'm out of time, but just go click on to part 2, and I'll continue straight from here. And thank you for watching. Comment and hit me up on KGS. I'll see you guys later.